he's like, what do you do for a hobby? You know? And I said, I do these things for the community.
Yeah.
That is what I love.
Prom season is coming fast, and Inspire Couture in Glenwood has the dress that feels like you. From sleek and modern to bold and unforgettable, every gown is handpicked to help you shine. Find your perfect fit, feel confident, and make prom night one to remember. Only at Inspire Couture. You live with a veteran.
Yep.
You're married to a veteran who is obviously high intelligence and very high clearance, military clearances, and you've been trusted to be inside the B-2 bomber. And yeah, you garner a lot of respect. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you for those things.
I've been blessed with the experiences that I've been allowed to have.
Yeah.
Experiences I've been given.
Yeah, that's great.
Very
And
blessed.
family, your family life. You have a huge family, and your children and your grandchildren, and you've done a beautiful job with that. They're all thriving and
Yep, they're good kids.
growing, and
All
good.
5 of them are successful, amazing kids.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. What do they
Very
do?
blessed. Our youngest, Thomas, is a steam fitter.
Okay.
He has passed all of his tests, his state tests, and he is, I believe it's called journeyman now.
Okay.
And then our next one, Sam, he works for a bank in North Carolina.
Okay.
And I believe it's the investment side
Okay.
that he works more in. And then David is high up the ladder in a company called Palfinger. They make cranes and crane bodies and
Right.
all kinds of stuff. So he's flying. In fact, he's in Chicago at one of their big hubs that he's just helped open today.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
he flies from Canada to Oklahoma to Austria, and he's just all over.
Oh gosh.
Allison is a registered nurse, and she and our oldest daughter, Mary, they live in Florida now. They live on a ranch called Seamark Children's Ranch.
Oh.
And my son-in-law, Mary's husband, is, I believe it's the CEO of that ranch. And they take care of children that are at high risk or that have families that can't take care of them. And it's just a big ranch, and the kids learn so much. And they have, excuse me, they have houses on this ranch, and they have house parents. And our daughter Allison and her husband David moved there about, I don't know, maybe a year and a half or so ago to be one of the house parents. And so they have several kids that live with them that they take care of. And
Gosh.
it's just an amazing mission. It's what they do for these children and the opportunities that they give these kids that they would not have had
Right.
is absolutely incredible. So if you ever want to look it up, it's Seamark Children's Ranch in Green Cove Springs, Florida.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Interesting.
It's very
Very
cool.
interesting. Yeah, I will look that up.
So, yep, all 5 kids are amazing, and they're doing great.
And then have families and are having children, and
Yep.
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very proud of them.
Yes, you should be. Yeah. So, what made you want to run for county supervisor?
Well, since I arrived in Iowa, I have volunteered and just gotten out and met people, and I volunteered with the chamber, some of their events, the chamber marketing team. I was on a forum. It was a roundtable forum, and I thought it was so much fun that we kind of developed the Mills County E-Team, which was an entrepreneurial team to help businesses and small businesses with anything they needed, marketing or, how to take pictures of their product or whatever they needed.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I've done the Board of Adjustments. I was on that for several years. I volunteered with the Compensation Board. Vision Glenwood, the Lakin Foundation is one of them I'm on right now.
Okay.
I'm the vice chair of that. let's see, the Glenwood Betterment and Beautification, which is one of my favorite ones because the things that we can do for the town is, we've started activities. We did pancakes with Patty, and we combined with the fire department.
That was fun.
So it
I
was
went to
fun.
that. That
It
was
was so
fun.
much fun. And some of the families said this was one of the most fun events that they've held in Glenwood for a long time.
That's
So
great.
they really enjoyed that.
It was very interactive. Families were interacting with each other
Very
and
interactive.
visiting, and it was very social, very face to face.
Yes, and the fire department, they know how to make a good pancake and sausage
It was
too.
so good.
And then let's see, we have a big 4th of July celebration coming up that we're planning for the town. And then fall decorating around the square. And then the big Christmas festival that is done every year.
Yeah.
And so, but for the the 250th birthday, the 4th of July event, we're lighting the town square up with red, white, and blue lights, and the tree will be lit up. And
Oh, beautiful.
so that is one of my favorite committees that I serve on. It's just giving so much to the community.
Right. How many are on that committee?
Oh, goodness. I think there are 7 or 9 of us.
Okay. And it's the whole beautification committee. You're not just talking about the individual events. Are those separate committees, or the whole group works on everything?
Yeah, so there's those of us on the board of the beautification committee, and then we branch out. And so like for the 4th of July, we're going to need a lot of people to help with that and pitch into different things because there's a lot of activities planned.
So you're looking for volunteers?
We are looking for volunteers for that.
Okay,
that
for
will,
4th of July.
Yep.
Celebrating our country's 250th
Absolutely.
year. We should have people coming out of the woodwork to get those lights up. And I know you've done a lot of fundraising, probably still doing fundraising to get those lights acquired,
Yes.
to get those
Yep.
up.
Yep, we have a little bit more to go for the lights. So far, I've raised quite a bit of it, but I need about 5,000 more for that project.
okay,
So,
okay.
But Audra Kruger from Planning and Zoning and Stephanie Bowden from Better Home and Gardens, those are the two that are spearheading it, and then they have a network of people that they're trying to find and volunteers to put in places for that whole thing.
Wonderful. Where could
Yeah.
someone send a donation if they wanted to?
They can contact me. They can contact Jen Wilson. She's the president of that committee.
Okay.
Audra at the Planning and Zoning. Stephanie Bowden. I mean, just get a hold of one of us. And,
sure.
And we have an account at Glenwood State Bank.
Does the Beautification and Betterment Association have a website or Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page
Okay.
for sure. Yep.
And say the name of it.
It's Glenwood Betterment and Beautification
Okay.
Committee.
So if you want to donate or you want to volunteer, so you could send a message on Facebook on that
for sure.
on that Facebook page. So,
sure.
And if you recognize the names or have the numbers of anyone Sandi mentioned that's on that board, get a hold of them.
For sure.
Yeah.
So with just all these committees, it's just, I love doing something or anything for the community. My husband, not long ago, we were talking, and he has his blacksmithing hobby and a couple other hobbies, and he's like, "What do you do for a hobby?" And I said, "I do these things for the community. That is what I love. That is what I thrive from."
Fills your bucket.
It does.
Fills you back
It
up.
does. And so
That's good.
being a Mills County supervisor, that is another way to give to the community, to do things for the community, to better Mills County.
Yes.
And so that is what is pushing me
Yeah.
to run for
You
this
got
office.
drawn in and you got drawn up. So yeah, that's good. That's great. And you're an achiever. Obviously, you're an achiever because you just keep going, doing something more, and
I do
achieving
like to achieve.
things.
I like
Yes.
goals. I like to work toward goals, and
Yeah.
I like to problem solve. That's
Yeah.
one of my
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things.
That's good.
If
Well,
there's a problem, let's figure out how many different directions that we can go to get that problem solved, and then we'll pick the one that's the best.
That's great. That's great. So, what are some of your goals as a county supervisor?
So my goals for county supervisor, so I've done a lot of surveys. I've done online surveys, I've done paper surveys around the county, and my goal is to make Mills County more affordable to live And that's going to take some doing, and it's going to take somebody that is not afraid to say no, and that is willing to really get in there and dig through and find out why our taxes are so high and what we can do. You know, there's so many different solutions to so many different problems, and we just got to find the best way to reduce our taxes but still make our community the best it can be for the taxpayers and the people who live here. So another one is transparency is very important, and from the surveys, it seems like that is very important to people. And so we need to
to know where their tax dollars are being spent.
yeah, they need to know where every penny is going. They have a right to know that.
Yes.
And so I really want to make our county more transparent. And it's just a matter of putting the word out there and answering questions and putting stuff online or in the newspaper or talking one-to-one.
Right.
It's so important. I had my first Voices of Mills County listening session was a few nights ago with the farmers.
Okay.
It was a group of 11 farmers at the Strand United Methodist Church, excuse me. It was great just to sit around and talk to them and see what their issues
Get
were.
their perspective.
Yeah.
What were their issues? What were some of their issues that they had concerns about
It's,
on the ag side?
right now farmers are hurting, and, gas is up, fertilizer is up, diesel's up.
Yeah.
They
This is
they want
tariff-induced increases.
one of them mentioned just yesterday in a meeting that I was in that they want trade, not aid. They want to be able to do their job.
Right.
They just want to be able to do their work and feed America, and that's what they do. And so, can you imagine our country with no farmers?
No.
I mean,
No.
we would be importing everything. And that's
Exactly.
just
No, that's vulnerable.
feasible.
What that is vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable to
Yeah.
our national security.
And we're pretty vulnerable with our dependency on oil from other countries.
Sure.
Too. So, but the farmers have a solution for that with ethanol from the corn.
Yeah.
We could be much more independent in this country. We won't get into that because I have my views and
Yeah.
So getting back to the local level, what you've done a lot. First, let me commend you on the work that you've already done going for the position by going out and having these roundtable discussions, by having these Voices of Mills County, going to the events where politicians are coming to speak. And you have done a lot of work, and you've put out these surveys. You're gathering these surveys. You're probably keeping lists of the numbers of what people are saying in the surveys and how many are asking for particular things. What are some of the examples of the questions that you're asking in these surveys that you've made?
What is your priority? What is your main issue? What is causing you the most heartache by being a taxpayer in Mills County? Taxes is always number one. The roads, they're very important to the people, the farm to market roads.
Excuse me.
Even just the roads to get your kids to school events or to church on Sunday. The roads is very important. Transparency is always in the top 3 to 5. They, like we were just saying, they want to know where their money is going. Because you know how governments, whether it's state, county, or federal, they think they can spend the money better than the taxpayer, and it's really the other way around.
Exactly. Yeah, the taxpayer should be, the vote that they make should be able to have an effect on that.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. I think fiscal responsibility is very important. However, I also think that there's a lot of things that need a lot of attention that are county level funded. What are your top 3 for the county as far as preserving what's there and making sure that the money is coming in to maintain what's there? What are your top 3?
Well, we have to have public safety. Safety is very important to me. Because I have kids and grandkids, I want to make sure that they're safe. And I like the fact that our kids can walk around the streets of Glenwood and they're safe.
Yes.
So our police and our sheriffs, they need to be supported, and we need to make sure safety is right up there, number one. Number two is our infrastructure. We have to have good roads and bridges. We have to have utilities, and not utilities that are so expensive that they're helping to price people out of their homes, but we have to have good infrastructure. And then we have to have the essential services. And the essential services are our firemen. Our fire personnel are like, they're some of the best we have. I would put our fire and EMS up against anybody in this country.
Countywide.
Yes, countywide.
Yeah,
They are
and
excellent.
most are volunteers.
They are. They are amazing, amazing heroes. But other than that, we have our entities in the courthouse. So we have to have, the record keepers. We have to have the treasurer, the recorder. So those are all essential services, and that's our core responsibility. We have to have the people who are doing the taxation, who are coming up with the figures and everything. We have to have good assessments. We have to have the infrastructure, the public safety, planning and zoning is very important for current and future everything in our county. And then our record keepers, like I said, and our public safety. That's our core responsibility. So that's what we have to take care of with our tax dollars.
Sure.
And then everything else, I'd like it to be community driven. So if I have a pet project, like for instance, I would love to have a skate park for our kids to have
Okay.
in the community. And if I wanted that, then I would get a group of people that is like-minded that wants a skate park, and we would start fundraising. We would start writing grants and get that skate park for the community, but not from taxpayer money.
Okay.
Only on fundraising and grant writing, and,
Right.
things like that. I mean, if I have to have a bake sale, well, I guess we have a bake sale and continue to earn money to get that skate park, but not on the back of the taxpayer.
Right. Right.
Serving Mills County and beyond, Ruby Realty is your trusted team for residential and commercial real estate, plus full-service property management, local experts, honest guidance, and a commitment to getting you results. Ruby Realty, rooted here and working for you.
Well, I'm excited about what you're doing, and I will publicly say you have my vote, Sandy.
Thank you.
I have two of your signs in my yard. I support what you do. I support the hard work that you're doing, and I'm a person who is not party specific. I am registered in the party that I'm registered in, but I reserve the right to vote for whomever is the best person for the job.
Yeah, I think it's kind of unfortunate that it is a partisan. City's not, school is not.
Right.
But the county supervisors is, and it's unfortunate because I do have a lot of Democrat friends, even though I'm running on the Republican ticket, but I have a lot of Democrat friends that support me, and they've reached out and said, hey, make sure you put your sign in my yard. And it's unfortunate they can't actually vote for me when it comes time.
Yeah.
So I do wish it was not partisan. We, in the supervisors, I don't know that we really make any decisions that has anything to do with right and left or red and blue or anything like that. So
yeah, it's very localized, and
yeah,
right,
we want to do good for everybody. It doesn't. I don't care what party you are.
exactly.
You
We
do the
are
right
very
thing.
a very conservative county overall.
Sure,
Very conservative, and it's working.
it is.
Yeah, it's
But
working.
we, as a supervisor, will be there for everybody. It doesn't matter
Exactly.
what party.
Exactly.
So-
That's good. Thank you for saying that. I think that's important to put out there, that the supervisors are for everyone.
Everyone. Yeah, It doesn't, party doesn't matter.
Right. Right. Well, I'm looking forward to you having the opportunity to delve into the budgeting and see what's
too.
going on there. And
I love numbers.
Yeah.
I love like balancing everything down to the very penny. So
yeah,
it'll be fun.
yeah, that's good. That's what it needs, balanced down to the very penny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I guess this won't probably air before tonight, but I have my second in the series of Voices of Mills County forum tonight at Lake Ohana, and then I have a Voices of Mills County listening session on April 15th at Classic Cafe that I'd love everybody to come out to. That is at 6 o'clock. And then I have one that I believe is the 20th at the Senior Center in Glenwood
Okay.
at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So these roundtables, surveys,
Yeah.
they're so important to me because that's how you find out what is important to the taxpayer. And that's what you should be doing. Because a good leader cannot lead if they don't know what the issues are or what people are wanting or saying or how they're feeling. And so I started these roundtables, and tonight will be my second one. And so I'm really looking forward to that one. And so what I did with the first one, the farmers, is I told them just a little bit about myself, and then I had some questions for them because God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So I like to listen to what they have to say more than I just want to sit there and ramble on and on.
Sure.
And I've been to enough political campaign events to listen to whether it's county, state, or federal. And sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, just be quiet so we can ask you the questions that we need to ask you.
Sure.
Because they ramble on and on. So I listened, I asked the questions of the farmers, and they gave me all their opinions, and they were excellent. And then I gave them a chance to ask me questions. And then I went back and asked them a few more questions, and then we ended it by them asking me their remaining questions. And so it was just kind of like just a round table discussion.
Yeah, that's
it was a
good.
great discussion. It was fantastic. So
An exchange of ideas and
yep.
questions and answers. And
Yep. So that is my
everybody
format.
walked away feeling like they
I
were
hope
heard.
So. I hope so. That was the intent.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
So tonight will be my second one, and I'm excited and looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're doing a very good job, and you're working really hard, and I have high hopes.
well, thank you.
All right. Thank you for being here, Sandy.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay.